to him by just saying Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.
Let me begin by asking you why Sage Valmiki wrote the Ramayana in the first place.
It's an interesting question, and actually it leads me to the very beginning. In fact, I wanted to give you a flavor for what this text is, show you some actual verses. By the way, this is one half of the book, so there are two parts to it, 24,000 verses. You asked why did he write it? It's actually a very interesting way in which he begins. And he begins with a question. So let me show you the first few verses of the Valmiki Ramayana. So Srimad Valmiki Ramayanam, Balakandam, which is the first book of the Ramayana. Prathamaha Sargah, the first chapter. So in the first verse, Maharshi Valmiki asks Narad Muni, the great sage and scholar, the following question. Okay. Now I will go into the second verse. I will read it out and then break it up for you. Okay.
Crazy to me that this is written in poetry form.
Yes. 24,000 verses. And poetry, these are 32 syllables. Every shlok, every verse has 32 syllables exactly. Some have another meter too. And there is also a particular pattern of long and short length of those syllables. So it's amazing that somebody can write 24,000 of these.
I mean, how many years have you been studying this, sir?
6 years.
Okay. And over the course of these 6 years, do you feel that it almost intoxicates you while you're reading it?
Well, it has a lot of... we will see what the effect is.
Okay.
All right. So the second verse. Kon vasmin sampratam loke gunavan kascha viryavan dharmadnyascha kritadnyascha satyavakyo dridavratah. The first part. Kon vasmin sampratam loke. Who in the world lives today? That is the question. Who in the world lives today who has all the following great qualities? All right. Viryavan. He's brave. Veer, like Ranveer. Dharmadnya. He knows what is the right thing to do. Kritadnya. He is grateful. He always speaks the truth. Satyavakyo. And Dridavratha. He remains firm and steadfast in his resolve. So Maharshi Valmiki is asking, who in the world lives today who has all these qualities? And then he goes next into the third and fourth verses as well. Charitrena chako yuktaha. Who has the strength of character? And then, very important, sarva bhuteshu ko hitaha. Who is concerned about the welfare of all beings? He's not concerned about his own welfare only, about his near and dear ones, about his country or his people or those who follow certain philosophy. The ask is, who is concerned about the welfare of all beings, not even all people, all beings? That is the ask, right? And he's not finished yet. He's also a scholar, a doer, samartha, and kashchaika priyadarshanaha. He is pleasant to look at. His presence is joyful. Further, he has attained control over his senses. He's radiant and he does not have envy. Anasuyakaha. And then, very important, jita krodha. He has attained control over his anger, but he won't remain silent in the face of wrongdoing. When required, he will step into battle, and then his rage is such that even the devas, the whole world, will tremble with fear.